Saint Ansgar, Apostle of the North, Monday, February 3rd. This reflection is prepared by Father Abe Francis, pastor at St. Jude Church, Grand Rapids, Michigan, USA. Early life and birthplace. Saint Ansgar was born in 801 in Corbie, in what is now France. He was educated at the Benedictine monastery of Corbie, where he developed a deep spiritual life and a missionary zeal. As a young monk, he showed great promise in his studies and devotion, which led him to become a teacher at the monastery school. Missionary work in Denmark and Sweden. Ansgar's life took a significant turn when he was chosen to evangelize the Scandinavian people. In 826, he accompanied the exiled Danish king Harald Klak back to Denmark and began preaching the gospel. Despite difficulties, he established a small Christian community. Later, he traveled to Sweden in 829, where he was welcomed by King Björn at Birka, making him the first known Christian missionary in Sweden. His mission was challenging due to resistance from the local people and political instability, but he managed to plant the seeds of faith. Bishop of Hamburg and papal missionary, in recognition of his efforts, Pope Gregory IV appointed Ansgar as the first bishop of Hamburg in 831. The city was designated a missionary center for the evangelization of Scandinavia. His responsibilities expanded when he was given charge over Bremen as well, effectively uniting the two dioceses. This made him one of the most influential church figures in Northern Europe. Ansgar's mission faced severe setbacks, including the destruction of Hamburg by Viking raids in 845. Undeterred, he continued his work, rebuilding Christian communities and strengthening the faith. He was later appointed as the papal legate to the Scandinavian nations, overseeing missionary efforts in Denmark and Sweden. Preaching, administration, and accomplishments. Saint Ansgar was not only a great preacher but also a wise and patient administrator. Despite hardships, he remained dedicated to spreading Christianity in hostile territories. His major accomplishments include establishing the first churches and Christian communities in Denmark and Sweden, building schools and monasteries to support evangelization, promoting the Christian faith among Viking rulers, and negotiating religious tolerance. Writing about his missionary journeys, which provide valuable historical insights into early Scandinavian Christianity. Death and sainthood. Saint Ansgar died on February 3, 865, in Bremen, Germany. Though his missions did not immediately yield widespread conversions, his perseverance laid the foundation for future missionary work in Scandinavia. He was canonized after his death, and he is venerated as the Apostle of the North. Patronage and legacy. Saint Ansgar is the patron saint of Denmark, Germany, and Iceland. His legacy lives on in the Christianization of Northern Europe, and he remains an inspiring model of faith and missionary zeal. Reflection question. Saint Ansgar faced immense challenges in spreading the gospel but never gave up. In our own lives, how do we respond when we encounter obstacles in our faith journey? Do we persevere with trust in God, as he did?